pretty heavy. So how do we get those rails here? From the port, we get a trailer with a permit, we'll back it in. When it comes in with the rails, we got a big crane on top that slides from side to side. We're gonna offload with that crane. One by one, we're gonna put on top of the machine. We're gonna mark it out and then to this specs. Again, Rob's gonna give us a demonstration going through the machine. Yes, it's powered, but it's more hydraulic to push the wheels. The life of the rail is dependent on where in the city we put this rail in and how frequently it's been used. Some of them could be up to 25 years, some of them could be 15, 10. 5 if the streetcars have to stop on it every so often. 5 years we got to change it if the streetcar is using it again non-stop. That being said, we got a machine on the outside. The big machine that we use for our panels. So when we make the panel in-house over here, which is the chart over here that I'm going off, we make panels over here and we got to lift it up. This is what we use to lift it up, put it on the truck, and drop it into the work area that we're going to be using at King and Shaw. That being said, questions, concern? Nope. So I'm going to say this again. We take an hour or more, I'll say 2 hours, to bend a piece of rail to spec. Questions? Talk to me. Manual, but again, we go by the numbers. So every often we go up, so we'd have to come down, measure, make sure everything is good. Any more questions? Steel. Rust, yes. But what we do, we have a rubber encase that we put on it, and we send it out in the field. So you see right here, if we put it down right here, we have a rubber encase that we put on it. We make sure no water, we put silicone, all of that, so no water will get to it. And then we encase it into concrete, good to go.
How many do this from Canada?
Yeah, I think it comes from Hamilton. And then travel it over by water, pick it up at the pole, send a trailer, grab it, bring it here.
It comes here by boat?
Huh?
It comes here by boat, not by truck on the highway?
No, it comes by the boat. If you know where Cherry Beach is,
Yeah.
it comes right here.
To the Port of Toronto?
Pull it off the pole, and then we send the truck and trailer with a permit, make sure everything is good, and we transport it over.
How do you find out about broken rails?
How do you find out about? So I have engineers or my mechanics who would go out, or the streetcar operators. Once they hit it, they'll find that it's broken. They call it in. I send one of my guys out to investigate, make sure everything is good.
Oh yeah, every time you go over a broken rail on the
How often?
streetcar, you feel the bump, right?
Because you got to look. You have the weather play a big factor in Canada with the rails, the hot, cold. Then you got to look at the electricity that runs through the top part of the streetcar. So all that play a big part. So I'd say in the daytime, maybe you get a little crack here and there, but over time, if we don't jump on it, maybe it gets worse.
And we don't want a derailment.
No derailment. We have a couple of those already. Not nice, but it wasn't from the rails. It was from let's say a cement truck push one streetcar out. Somebody enlarged something into the track. The wheels come out.
That's not your fault. You can't control the people who drive cement trucks in the city.
There you go. But we try to keep.
Oh yeah, I've been on a streetcar that went over broken rails before.
Yeah, how was it? You felt it.
Oh yeah.
You felt it, but the streetcar keep going.
Like
See?
crawling.
No, you gotta go slow. That's why we have restrictions, speed restrictions.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Of course, the red signs
we
that
here?
says.
Yeah, that's the bending area.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you,
So-
thank you, thank
Do
you.
you guys use concrete ties or just wood ties?
So, this is wooden ties, right? Anything in the open here is steel ties. There, steel ties. Here, we got steel ties.
Okay. Why do you still use
So
wooden
this is the-
ties?
Why do we use wooden ties? Because you gotta look in some of the areas, right? The wooden ties is better,
Oh wow.
right?
So this is the track that's going in
King and Shaw.
currently at King and Shaw. Where,
Yes.
where there's no streetcars running right now.
No, there's no street cars there right now.
One question: do you guys use double point or single point switches?
You got this is single,
No, single.
right? This is a mate. This is single.
And then what about this one there? That's
This is single,
okay.
but it's also this. If you look here, right? This is a manual switch. This is an electrical switch. You see the component in the middle?
Oh right. Okay. So that one can be activated by the
Yes,
operator in
They
this cab.
push it and they go wherever you
The
gotta go.
he's got to come out with
Come
this
out and do
stick.
that one. No, what it is though, this one he don't, because if he's moving this way, this is going west. All he gotta do is drive and it'll flick,
Okay.
right? If he come from here, same thing, it'll open.
Oh. Oh right, because he can't go
Not like
that
the-
way. That's the wrong
Not like
way.
the subway where
So-
they use a machine to throw the
Exactly.
switch.
The same. They use a machine from inside for this ones. One, two.
well-
but those
well,
are
the
manual
subways-
because they
Well,
trailing
well,
switch.
subways uses the
Same.
electrical switch.
Electrical switch. Same.
But you
That's-
can't drive over them in the when the switch is in the other direction.
No, no. You
On
can't
the
drive.
subway.
You can't drive over them. Same like this one here. You can't drive over them once they're in a set position. If you want to go another position,
Right.
another direction, you gotta move them. So if you're backing up on this one, you're gonna have to flip.
Gee, why do you guys still use single point switches instead of like double point? Isn't it a double point you use
So-
on the subway?
Double point we have at Leslie Yard.
Okay.
Leslie Bonds we have double point. So where the boats slide together. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does
well-
it eventually move to double point everywhere in the city?
No. So it's garbage. It's garbage. It's not meant for the climate that we have over here. The full
Okay.
season that we got over here is not meant for that.
Okay, I just heard that double point would make the streetcars go over the switches
Alright.
pretty fast because they take the switches very slow.
You have to.
Okay.
You have to. Because not only what happens if something get large in there, right? And you take it fast. With your double point, you get what happened.
It's
Everything.
gonna derailment.
Exactly. But if you go slow, there's a possibility it's not gonna happen.
Okay. Whereas I guess at the subway you don't have other junk getting in the tracks.
There you go. You
No,
have it.
subways
That's
use
very
it.
rare.
Right, because well, there's nobody else driving over there.
There you
Subways uses a different type of switching machine
Yeah.
that's controlled by the signaling system. So
Bless you.
the thing doesn't. Never mind.
go. You tripped and fell.
So in this case, the operator would have to come out, get his or her, he or she would have to get her switch card, throw it to the switch here like this. They want to go on a curve, they want to go east or west, they would throw the switch like this. And then of course they go east or west, then throw the switch back and if they want to go straight, right, for the next streetcar to come. Throw it back. And throw it back as well, just like that, okay? And then, of course, here on this side is all the switch components, which is a spring, a bar, a clevis as well. And this keeps the tension of the switch, right? Sometimes they get a little loose the switch, and we have to replace that spring. All right. So we'll go into the yard here. I'll show you a couple of machines that we use on a day-to-day basis. Grinder rail. The grinding car that's subcontracted out that we don't have anymore. So it's a car that comes out and drives the But usually it's on contract. Yeah, no, they used to.
Yeah, they actually have writing card.
Exactly. We don't have making rates on that. Yeah. Okay, so right here on your left here, my right is our Colmar machine. This machine here basically picks up and goes in any terrain that we want it to go on. So I don't know if you ever seen the news that an SUV or a car or a truck goes into the Spadina tunnel or a Union Station tunnel, or this is the machine that takes out those cars. It will go on it. It has a high rail system that basically lowers down onto the rails. It drives onto the rails, picks up the sheen right by the roof, and brings it out there with ease. And usually that car is a write-off when it does come out from the machine. Yeah. No, yeah, exactly. No, but yeah, just don't go down there in the first place, right? Because it's really hard to get out.
Like,
So if we walk down here, just slowly, we have a speed swing right here. The speed swing does lift, have the capacity to lift and to move rails as well, but it does a lot of towing of rails, this thing. So we butt weld rails that make them about 360 feet long. So right now at college and bathrooms we're butt welding, so 78 foot piece of rail. 4 of them will be welded together to make 360 feet, and that gets moved with this machine here. It's towed to where it has to tow to pick up and move to where it has to move. Yeah, so getting to that one there. So that machine there, so that's a pretty fucking old. That's the Geese bar. It's just a sister to the Colmar. Just a little bit newer, but does the same thing. Picks up whatever it has to pick up, and also can go on high rails as well, go on that. That is the milling machine. The milling machine mills any road surface like concrete or asphalt to help us with our track repair and replacement. It goes about 6 inches down, and then it goes another 6 inches to get about a foot to our base for rail. Then we can pull out the rail and then put the rail back down into it and brand new, make it nice. And our snow cribs as well. We do all the snow removal for street cars and streetcar weight facility and streetcar stops. And that's one of our fleet there. Huh? Oh, that truck there is a dump truck that goes on high roads. It's just one of our oldest fleet that we still have and it's kicking around and does a good job for us. And it does a lot of high roads. Okay? There's not any questions?
no.
Yep.
Are you guys, you mentioned that that's an older vehicle that still has high rail. Are you guys moving away from using high rail in your maintenance vehicle?
No, not at all. It's just that in the sense of we don't have a use for them too much anymore. Like we have a couple units that are like go into our tunnels at Spadina, but it's all rubber tire we can use because we're on the street, right? So it's like we don't need.
It's all constant, even
Exactly,
on
right?
Spadina Avenue.
Exactly. So we're not really in the use of any more high rail stuff.
But if you guys were to get green track, I guess you would maybe need it again.
Absolutely, we would. Yeah.
And then do you have a grinding machine for going out and grinding the rails like you do on the
We
subway?
used to. We don't have that anymore. It's actually contracted out.
Okay.
Yeah. So
How does that work? How does that work?
contract out. Someone else got the contract. It's now contracted out. Exactly.
Yeah, I did miss the switch demonstration a little bit.
You missed it a little bit.
Yeah.
Back there. I can show you after. Okay. So if there's not any more questions, Paul, the gentleman, and the lady here in the orange bag.
Sorry. So that.
Yep. Create it before we sell. Yeah. You want me to show you the switch again?
Oh yeah.
So where you
Not like a
break
tradition.
that and move to the logo.
Exactly.
So these. So these switches are different than traditional railway switches.
And I guess that limits the roads that you can like drive them down, I guess.
There's a whole permitting thing that we do for it. So we have to send a route plan to the city. The city comes back to them and says, no, you can't. But we're pretty good at what we do. We know routes against it.
Is it mostly at night then? So like
All at night.
All at night.
It's
okay.
all at night,
I
yeah.
see.
All at night with police officers too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So we know going down Bathurst, we're good.
Okay.
Like, you understand? Like that's usually down Bathurst, and then we spread out wherever we spread out.
And
Which is-
do you folks like go very slowly down the roads then?
To be honest with you, because we have police presence, we get it pretty done in a quickly manner.
Oh, okay.
We have professional drivers that drive and go, and police stop we go through every red light is. It's we want to get done as quick as possible,
Right.
because of course, all public, right?
Yeah.
You know, we do that night, so Thursday night, Friday night, and a Saturday night are really rough ones because we have like drunk people, right? Club area because we're raiding the club district, so it's a very nerve-wracking thing. So